Welcome back to Bransford Webs and another looking good list video from the nursery. We're down here on Bosbury, which is sort of bottom of the nursery, flattest point of the nursery. And yeah, we're in a twin span tunnels. This section of the nursery consists of half these twin span tunnels and half low tunnels like we have on quite a bit of the nursery. So this tunnel started off its life in beginning of the year with Dianthus, Tickled Pink and Passion and Memories. That crop was sold through earlier in the year. We're on to successive batches of that now from elsewhere. And we've potted in here the 3 litre hardy fuchsias. They're coming on well. Sunray, which is the smallest of the lot and always the latest to get going, is only that big. But if you look behind us, majority of them are starting to fill the pots out. I think 2-3 weeks time we're putting the hardy fuchsia collection on, maybe without Sunray. But that'll sell on its own anyway. It's always good variety. Sells for its foliage as much as it does for its flower. So we've put another few new things on this week that weren't online last week. First of all is Osteospermum Helen Diamond. Tender perennial really, it'll stand light frost but nothing more really. But it's got this lovely variegation to the centre of the leaf and this lovely pure white outer flower with lovely purple inside, and if I just flick the flower over you can see the underside of the petals are tinted with purpley bluey haze as well. Just starting to bud up and show flower now. Good 1.5 litre pot full, and that'll flower right the way through the summer. Keep feeding it, treat it almost like a bedding plant, put it in a container, put it in front of the border, it'll keep going and giving you lots and lots of colour. Also online this week is our 2 litre fruitful summer strawberry. The variety is actually El Santa. It's really chunky overwintered crown. You look at that in there, there's what, really 3 or 4 plants you could get out of that if you split it earlier in the year. But just in the base of the plant now, some bud just starting to form. So grow that on in a container, grow it in the vegetable garden, grow it in a strawberry pot, and you will get masses and masses. We reckon that you'll get about ½ kilo of strawberries per plant, per 2 litre pot. So really good heavy cropping variety there. And that's online at the moment. While we're talking about soft fruit, we've also got an overwintered range of 2 litre online as well. Check the availability list because quite a few varieties gone on, but we've got gooseberries, blackberries and black currants in this range. All pot grown, all in a 2 litre, well rooted, it's been overwintered outdoors, so it's a good chunky, stocky plant. So progression on from the grow your own to cut your own. So we've put online our 2 litre cut your own carnations. So these are in the tunnel behind me. I don't know if Sarah can zoom through and show you that tunnel, you probably won't be able to see very well, but 5 varieties of carnations that are grown for the cut flower industry. After a couple of years of trials, we've selected out varieties that will perform well in the garden as well as in a cut flower glass house as well. So these will all throw up a flower spike with a big blousy carnation flower on there. So we've got a good mix of colours in there, reds, pinks, whites and yellows. Check out again the availability list for the full range of colours on there, but they're a good 2 litre range. As I say, they are proper cut flower varieties that the cut flower industry use, but they will perform well in the garden or in a container as well. Don't know about this year, it's been a bit of a later season, but when the first year we trialled these, we got an early flowering out of them, chopped them right the way back and got a second flower in mid to late September. We'll just have to see what the summer does this year, but it's a good variety. Back to some more shrubby stuff just for the time being. Convolvulus neorum has gone online. Lovely silvery foliage, just flushing through its new growth. Masses and masses and masses of bud on there, and just starting to flower as well with that beautiful white flower that brightens up any garden. A new shrubby plant that we just put online. Last week we showed you spiraea double play gold. Well, this is the sister plant to it, double play artist. It's a green leaf, the new tips flush out this sort of burgundy red wine colour, and then as you can see it's got a lovely purple flower later in the year. Getting nice compact habit, I mean that's going to get up to about 18 inches, 2 foot in height. Nice rounded compact habit as well to it, so it's really good compact thick shrub. Spiraea double play artist. And if you want that sort of dark burgundy, really deep colour, Euphorbia Craigieburn, absolutely fantastic. It's been online 2 or 3 weeks now. Again, this is behind me in the tunnel, so we've really made a hole in that crop now. The guys are just picking through for some more dispatching out this week. But it really has got this lovely deep red colour, contrasts well to a golden foliage plant in the garden or in the plant area, or a silvery foliage. So put that next to something like the convolvulus and they'll really make each other stand out as a good bench end display. going back to Hebe's. We haven't done anything for a few weeks, don't think now. But Hebe Pearl of Paradise is starting to bud up now. Nice bit of bud on there. It's going to start hitting garden centres in flower in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you've got some ordered and on your bench ends. It's a really good garden variety too. Talking about good garden varieties, lupin masterpiece. Overwintered, it must be the chunkiest lupin I've seen from any supplier this year. Not sort of trying to blow our own trumpet, but it is a really chunky 2 litre lupin. That will throw its flower spikes up in a month or so's time, but it's take it while you can because it's going off the nursery quickly. But it's really good, overwintered, part of the West Country range, performs well in the garden, and has this beautiful purple flower spike on it. It was selected out as its own promotion because of this stunning colour. Back to herbaceous then. I think we're nearly at the end of the list now for this week. Last week we put nimisha confetti online. One of the original nimishas from Webb's Nurseries before we merged the two together is nimisha celebration as well. Lovely deep ready purpley flower colour on there. Again, it's one of the hardy nimishas, so it'll stand mildish winter with a few frosts. 2 litre plants, just forming bud, and I think by the time this hits garden centres next week, it'll be in colour as well. So pop back next week. I hope everybody has a good bank holiday and it's good gardening weather. The weather looks okay for most of us, I think. Maybe a little bit wet across the north of Scotland, but fingers crossed. And we'll see you next week for another Looking Good List video.